Here after legal warriors, what's it like to work in a law firm? So many people think they want to work in the legal field, and it could be a good area for you or somebody you know to work in. Well, in this video, I'm going to cover what it's like to work in a service-based law firm. For us, criminal defense, it could be family law, because so many people, especially younger people, think, hey, maybe I want to be a lawyer one day. I want to work in something important, so I want to go work in that law firm job. Well, if you're interested in that topic, stay tuned. This is the video for you. My name is Attorney Lance Fryrear. I'm a defense attorney in Linwood, Washington. My law firm's been defending people charged with crimes all throughout Washington State for more than 20 years, and I'm putting out these videos to help educate the public. So if you find this useful, please like and please subscribe. More people get to see it. More people get the help they need. Now I'm just going to jump right into it. Why am I putting out a video for what it's like to work in the legal field or a law firm? And I was walking around my office yesterday, and I saw all the people that work here. And this is not an advertisement for my business. I don't, until the very end of these videos, say, hey, if you have a problem, reach out. This is truly educational. I'm always trying to figure out, how I can sort of pull the curtain back and show you, the viewer, what it's like. And so I'm walking around my office, and I have all these amazingly skilled, hardworking people that are in this battle, right? They're in this battle with me, trying to help people out in the public. And I thought to myself, how did I get so lucky, right? What's the common traits that these people that work here have that would probably be important for someone out there in the public to also have if they're going to thrive and really find enjoyment and be successful in working in at least a service-based law firm where there's conflict going on, right? That could apply to family law. It could to a lesser degree apply to personal injury law. Definitely applies to criminal law, because what you may not realize is that when you go work for a service-based law firm, what that means, to my mind, that means someone who works for human clients, right? Not for corporations or things like that, where we're dealing one-to-one with the public. When the public is calling the law firm, that person calling the firm has a problem, right? They're calling to have a problem solved. They're not calling to say, hi, how was your day, law firm? No one's calling the lawyer unless they have a big problem. And what we deal with here and what it's like to work in the law firm, especially as a non-attorney, is you are dealing with people's hopes, their fears, their anxieties on the phone and in person in the office. And there's a whole lot of emotional stress that you will go through if you are working in the legal field. So a really good trait that people have that are successful in that area is empathy. You need to be empathetic and be able to understand what that client and that potential client is going through. Another really important trait is patience, because when people are activated and anxious, just imagine you're alleged to have committed a crime, or your family is, you're panicked, right? That person on the phone is panicked. They might be thinking about losing their job or going to jail or getting deported. I mean, all these things, people's dreams are dying in front of them, and they're calling a law firm to save them, right? And so you need patience if you're going to succeed in the legal field, so you can, tolerate people not listening or people asking the same question again and again. I mean, I remember when I was younger in my career and a little less patient, I would say for the fifth time when someone would ask me if they're going to jail, I'd say, no, I'm not going to let you go to jail. You're not going to jail. I finally said, look, I'm going to make a t-shirt and send it to you that says you're not going to jail, right? So don't do that if you're working in a legal field, but that would be some of the stuff early in my career that even I can run out of patience at times. So if you're thinking about working in the legal industry, empathy and patience, and then also, let's call it a thick skin. You might need to have a thick skin. Now, if you've watched my other videos, and I've got a whole lot of them, so you probably haven't seen the one I'm going to talk about, but I have done a video about the book, The 4 Agreements, right? The 4 Agreements is sort of a way to live in the world, but one of the agreements, I'm a big follower of the 4 Agreements, they're sewn into my suit here, there's one of the agreements, is don't take things personally. Now, if you are thinking about working in the legal field and you're the type of person that takes something personally when there's a upset person on the other end of the phone and you can't do anything to help them, and that really is hurtful to you, it might not be a good industry for you to work in. Because when someone's really upset on the other end of the phone because of what they're going through, you're not telling them the right answer, you can't get them in for a 5 o'clock appointment because we close at 5 on Fridays. We do, supposedly. You know, if that's going to really harm you, this is not a good industry for you to work in, right? If we've lived by, like I do, the 4 agreements, we know that that's their movie they're living on the phone. It has nothing to do with us. Their upsetness isn't at us. We just picked up the phone. But so that's a really important trait to also have, is that thick skin. Why am I covering things that aren't technical? I'm not talking about typing. I'm not talking about if you have a paralegal degree. Because when you're in a service-based law firm, it's all about conflict, right? Every case that law firm gets involved in is one person versus another person, or one person versus the government, right? There's so much conflict, and you're living in this world of stress and conflict. And now, so why do people do it? Well, it's also very rewarding, right? It's an important job to work in the legal field. All jobs are important, but there's very few jobs where we can actually change people's lives, right? We can get that case dismissed, so now you can go on with your life and be a nurse like you always wanted to be if you're the person on the phone who's in nursing school. Or the immigrant who is trying to stay in the country on a visa, and this new arrest that they didn't deserve to be arrested is going to have them have to have their American dream die, right? There's not many jobs if you're not a lawyer, right? If you're in this legal team, even if you didn't go to law school, you can be part of something great, right? But if you don't have that emotional ability to tolerate and not take personally what's going on out there, you will be miserable, right? The people that thrive, at least in my law firm, are those that have a bit of an emotional IQ, and we still suffer, and we still have our own counseling sessions and stuff all the time here. But that's really important, that it's a pretty dramatic job to work in the legal industry if it's service-based. It's going to be less dramatic if you're in some personal injury law firms, medical records, stuff could be a little more boring probably. But that's what I want you to know primarily. Secondarily, if you're thinking about working in the legal field, what type of skills and qualifications do you need? Well, in our law firm, we mainly look for, diligence, accuracy, and really just work ethic, right? Are we willing to put in the time and the effort, even if we're dealing with difficult clients, with difficult cases, difficult prosecutors, difficult treatment agencies? Do we really take pride in what we do and want to do a good job and do it right? That's just really the most important trait. It's not what school you went to. It's not what degree you have. It's about, do you care about people? Are you really rewarded by getting, good results for people? And do you want to be part of a team of people and a family of people that are all working towards a common goal for the good of others, right? What's so consistent, and we have to realize, is that at least the lawyers that I know in service-based industries, we're working for good, right? We're working to heal people. We're working to heal situations. We're working to protect people. And that's why it can be very rewarding to work in the legal industry. So what's it like? It's crazy, right? It should be a TV show following around lawyers doing this, but we can't, right? Because attorney-client privilege, but it's also very rewarding. So if you're thinking about working in the legal industry, remember, counseling, self-help, therapy, get yourself in a good emotional place so you can deal with the chaos, and also you'll be more likely than to feel the reward of a very meaningful career. So hopefully you found that useful. If so, please like and subscribe. More people get to see it. More people get the help they need. Now, if you've got a legal problem, if you got a criminal matter out there in Washington State, you can always reach out to my firm. If we get on board, we'll listen to what happened. We'll identify a way forward. We will be there for you. Thank you.